Hey guys, good morning. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's 10 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, I've been struggling with this video. I was just about ready to start my day painting and doing a few paintings, working on a mural, and I came across this one story at the last minute, and it affected me. It bothered me greatly. And it's something that I wanted to talk about, but I don't know how I've started this video several times. Okay, let me tell you what the story is. It's I'll have the links down below with tweets, and with the tweets have some video so you can see what I'm describing here. It's about specifically Boise, Idaho, but Idaho in general. They're having these burn parties, mask burning parties or protests or whatever you want to call them. I think the tweets that I'm putting down below is on the steps of the Boise State Capitol. Okay, in the tweets I'm showing you guys. It's basically, there's a lot of children involved in this. It's like a family affair, like an outing is what it looks like. And I watched this here about 2,000 miles away in New England. You know, I don't have children. I've never had children. And I'm trying to make sense of this and trying to figure out how I can respond to this without, I don't think lecturing would do any good. You know, I don't have kids. Who am I to lecture them? So I just thought I'd approach it this way. You know, why do I wear a mask? Seriously, why do I wear a mask? I wear a mask. I have no problem going along with the mask mandates here. Every day I still go into the store, any store out in public here, I wear a mask. When I'm, otherwise I don't have one on. When I'm riding my bike, when I'm out hiking, I don't wear a mask. I don't stay in the house or anything. I don't lock myself in the home. I go shopping. We still keep distance, like when we're at the checkout line or whatever, wearing masks. Why do I do this? My greatest fear, my truly greatest fear, and this goes through my head probably every day, is that I will infect my parents. My parents are in their 70s, and that's my greatest fear, or my sibling and her family, because she has a few autoimmune issues. My family is very susceptible to COVID-19, and I worry every day. I don't worry about my own health. I'm in good shape. I don't get sick often. I might have actually had COVID-19 last year in the video I did. If you guys watch my channel, I'm pretty sure I had it. I got it and I got over it pretty quickly. But I'm concerned about being in contact with it and bringing it to my family. I care about my family. I don't want to see them get sick, or I don't want to lose them. And I don't understand. This should be something that transcends political parties, who you voted for, where you live. I would think that this is something that all Americans would be concerned about, and I don't understand why it isn't so here in Idaho. And on top of all this, they have their children there throwing the masks into the barrels. Now, like I said, I don't want to come across like I'm lecturing, but I started thinking, well, what is this teaching the children? What is this teaching them anything? What are they picking up from this? We all know kids are pretty smart, right? They're going to remember this for years to come. I remember stuff like this for 20, 30, 40 years later. And these are, a mask is like, it's something to keep you healthy, like a Band-Aid or bandaging casts. That's what I would equate it with. And they're with their parents here, and they're cheering about throwing these precautions away and burning them. And what's that telling the children here? Not to believe in science, not to believe in medical opinions of the doctors. I'm going to guess that even the doctors in Idaho or North Dakota or South Dakota or Wyoming, I'm going to guess the doctors there, at least I'm sure they must agree with the fact that mitigation helps. Wearing a mask helps prevent giving this to other people. I think we can all agree on that, right? So what are these kids learning? That doctors' opinions, keeping each other safe is nonsense? Are they learning they've been lied to? That the government is lying to them? That doctors lied to them? That science isn't real? That's what they must be picking up. Some of them must be picking that up. They see all these, their family and everybody they know from school and their neighbors all cheering this on, taking this off and throwing it in the garbage. It's, what if, say here in Connecticut, we all pulled up in our cars and we all started cutting the seatbelts out of our cars and throwing them in barrels and burning them? What would that, because that's pretty much the same thing, isn't it? Seatbelts keep you safe. They prevent death. They prevent injury. They prevent you from impacting your dashboard, right? They keep you safe to some extent. They don't always work, but they help, right? Masks do the same thing. I don't think we can argue that. Even if you live in Idaho, even if you're a Republican, a Democrat, or whatever, a Dr. Seuss, it doesn't matter, right? I think we can all agree that masks help. So if I brought my kids, let's go cut the seatbelts out of our cars and burn them. What would that teach the kids? Well, I imagine when they grow up, they probably wouldn't be the safest drivers. I imagine it would affect them when they got older. They probably wouldn't pay all that much attention to speed limits or drunk driving or any of that. It would probably lead to risky behavior, I'd imagine. Because if your parents and everybody around you, all your peers and your neighbors are telling you that this is nonsense, you don't need this. It's nonsense. It's just extra nonsense. We got freedom here. We don't have to listen to that. It must be the same thing with these masks. They're encouraging these kids to throw them in and burn them. So, because I'm trying to figure this out myself. What will be the effect on these kids down the road? What are they saying? What is these activities? What's it saying to people? Besides I love my freedom and I love Idaho and you're not going to tell me what to do. Yeah. We all know you love your freedom. Nobody's going to tell you what to do. You live in Idaho. Great. But what's this saying though? It's saying that you really don't care. That your momentary comfort of not wearing a mask and your childish revolt about not being told what to do, that means more to you. That's what you want to listen to. That's the road you'd rather go down than keeping your family and friends healthy and being safe, right? That's what it's saying. It's more about me. What I want to feel comfortable. I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Help me out here. Am I figuring this out right? Because I'm doing this just off the top of my head. What's this telling the kids? I know if you're an Idahoan or you agree with this mask burning stuff, well, it's telling the kids that this is America and we're free. We're not going to be told what to do by the government, right? Yeah. So it's basically what I said. You believe in doing what you want, almost in a childish way. I'm going to do what I want when I want. I'm going to eat dessert before my main meal. I'm going to eat chocolate all day. I'm going to sit too close to the TV set. I'm going to run with scissors. What are kids going to take away from this? What's the point of this? Yay, we're free. We don't listen to the government. I don't know. Honestly, I don't see how a lot of times in the last 14 years I've been in recovery, I stop and ask myself, is there any good that can come out of this? When I go to make a decision and I'm kind of sketchy about it, like there was times when I would go to drive to a Target and I'd have to drive through the old neighborhood where I used to pick up drugs. And I'd ask myself, can any good come out of me going this route, or should I just go the extra mile or two and go around? And I'd stop and ask myself, can any good come out of me taking this risk and challenging myself and going through this neighborhood? No good can come from this. It's the same way with this mask burning stuff. It feels good in a kind of juvenile way. I'm going to do what I want when I want. Donald Trump should be president. Joe Biden's not my president. I don't have to wear a mask. COVID's nonsense. I don't know. You reap what you sow. As far as your kids go, you reap what you sow. You're teaching these kids not to believe in healthcare, to believe in not to believe in taking care of themselves out of safety. Just like teaching them that cutting out the seatbelt out of their car is okay. It's about the same thing. I don't know. The links are down below. You guys have a good Sunday.